Everybody, good morning. To meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Tuesday morning. A sun-filled day is expected as clouds move away from us to the northeast. The big concern is more wind. Right now, winds are pretty breezy right in here. They are lighter to the west. It's led to a colder morning here, and the winds will not be as strong today. I'm going to call it a breezy day here, but still a windy day as you go to the east here. Stronger winds the farther east and northeast you go. Plenty of sunshine otherwise expected. High pressure builds in tonight. That will lead to a night of lighter winds, clear skies, and a chilly night as frost will be a possibility across much of the area. Tomorrow, breezy but not as windy. I'd say once again the strongest winds in eastern Nebraska, lighter the farther west you go. 5 to 15 miles per hour for the most part out of a northerly direction. Should be a nice day though, temperature-wise out there. Once again, the winds will be lighter tomorrow night. That will give us a chilly night again into Thursday morning. We start to see just a couple of thin clouds start to make their way in from the west early Thursday morning. Should still be a pretty nice day on Thursday. Then things kind of go downhill Thursday night into Friday, as we'll talk about in just a bit. Highs today, mid to upper 50s, low to mid 60s. Maybe even a few upper 60s in northern Kansas. A closer look around the area. Let's take a look first to the northwest. Now notice north central Nebraska, mid 50s around Spencer and Atkinson, Springview, upper 50s around Valentine. Then you get the lower 60s here around Gordon, Hyannis, Tryon, Broken Bow. Stronger winds as you go towards central and eastern Nebraska, not as strong to the west. Everybody will see sunshine though. The warmest and the best weather today. Lighter winds, warmer temperatures, mid to upper 60s here in southwestern areas. This will be the best weather of the area today. Low 60s around Loop City, 64 for Kearney and Minden. Low to mid 60s in the southeast, upper 50s around Plattsmouth, 59 in David City. Stronger winds here. The worst winds and really the worst weather. The worst winds and the strongest and the coolest temperatures in the northeast, mid to upper 60s in these locations, maybe low 60s around Fullerton, near 60 in Greeley, but only 56 in Plainview, Ponca, Pender, 59 in Fremont and Blair. And then tonight, when the winds die down, it will be a chilly night. And now some areas will no longer see frost advisories or freeze warnings the rest of this fall because we already fell below freezing here over the weekend. But those that did not will continue to see frost advisories until a true hard freeze comes. So we've got frost advisories tonight, starting at 10 p.m., continuing until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, south central Nebraska, parts of southwest Nebraska, northwest and north central Kansas. We'll see those lows down in the low to mid 60s. If you don't see frost tonight, tomorrow morning, you'll probably see it again tomorrow night into Thursday morning. Highs tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually a really nice day. Once we get past the chill of the morning, we warm up into the 60s, some low 70s possible in far southern Nebraska to northern Kansas. Tomorrow night into Thursday morning, once again, maybe some potential frost, low and mid 30s across much of the area. And then what looks to be another fairly nice day, mostly sunny skies on Thursday, low to mid 60s, a slight breeze out there. Thursday night not as cold because we do have more clouds coming in, so mid to upper 30s and low to mid 40s. And then Friday's kind of a cooler day with more clouds, especially in the south where there could be some showers here, chance of some showers. Farther north, more sunshine to the north and northwest, warmer temperatures in these locations here. Before I get to the 7 and 10 day forecast, let's take a look at those long range forecast models here. Again, pretty quiet these next few days. So let's jump ahead to Thursday night. Here's the European forecast model, by the way. And again, Thursday night into Friday, rain chances, most of which will stay to our south, but northern Kansas especially, and maybe southern Nebraska sees a little bit of rain. Not as much once you go to the north though. And that's why we have the warmest temperatures in northwest Nebraska, more sunshine there. You get away from the clouds and the rain, warmer temperatures in those locations there. That system will move out over Friday night to Saturday. I don't think we'll see too many issues Friday night for any football games that are around the area Friday night. By the way, let's jump back right here. There's Friday evening, maybe a little light rain, but I don't think there'll be too many major issues here. Looking ahead to the weekend, still some clouds on Saturday and Saturday night in eastern Nebraska, more clearing to the west. Let's jump back to Saturday real quick here. So western areas will be warmer than eastern areas. Going to the Husker game, kind of a coolish day, a little breezy out there for Saturday afternoon for the Husker game. Sunday, more clouds. And then Monday, here comes our next rain chance. Late Sunday night into Monday here. This is a pretty decent chance of some rain Right now, I'm not really thinking there will be much snow with this here. A few models hint at cold enough temperatures for maybe a little bit of a mix, but right now I don't, at this point anyway, think it's going to be something that really impacts us right now. Should mainly be a rainfall event before it clears on out. Beyond that, not a lot of moisture once we get beyond Thursday, basically all the way through Halloween. That's Friday there for Halloween morning where it looks pretty quiet. In fact, might see another little warm up as we get towards next Friday, towards the last day of October there on Halloween. Let's take a look at the GFS model. Get quiet the next couple of days, so we'll jump ahead to Thursday night. Here comes that light rain in Kansas. Again, the Kansas side of things, seeing most of the rain, maybe a little bit in the southern Nebraska, but better chances to our south. Saturday, western Nebraska sunshine, eastern Nebraska more clouds. Could be some clouds there for the Husker game if you're going there. A little breezy and cloudy, but seasonable temperatures expected. Sunday, more clouds, and then here comes that better chance of rain late Sunday night into Monday. Again, I right now expect it to be a rain event. Again, yesterday, if you were watching this yesterday, the new GFS that had come out while I was recording this yesterday was showing snow. Again, I didn't want to buy into it yet because most models were just sticking to rain. So that's why I'm expecting just mainly a rain event. It'll be a chilly rain, but just a rain event. Looking ahead to Tuesday and beyond, it's a mostly quiet weather pattern. We'll see how things play out. We should warm up a bit as we head towards the end of next week, around Halloween time frame here. Let's take a look at the 7 and 10 day forecasts here. Let's look first at the Tri-Cities forecast. Today, windy but sunny, mild, seasonable temperatures for the most part, low to mid 60s. Chilly the next couple of nights with those lows down near cold enough for some frost. Nice weather tomorrow, though. Once we get past the chill of the morning, a nice afternoon. I think it's still pretty good on Thursday. Then comes that slight chance of some rain on Friday. A little cooler with more clouds. Still mostly cloudy over the weekend, so low 60s. But notice those lows are going to get warmer. No threats of frost beyond the next couple of nights. Looking at Monday, that's that better chance of rain, and that could cool us down once again. Beyond that, I think it's pretty quiet. And while we will stay 50s next week here, I think there's a chance we might start to warm up around the 30th or the 31st here. I know it says 57 right now. I think temperatures may trend upward right towards the very end of October here. So keep an eye out for this to potentially change here because it does look dry, and I think we do see a ridge build in where we warm up a bit, and I'll show you that in just a bit. Let's take a look at the North Platte 7-day forecast. Breezy but not as windy today. Lots of sun, not terrible. Pretty decent afternoon out there. Chillier nights ahead of us. Tomorrow looks pretty good. Thursday's okay. Friday, small chance of rain early in the morning. I don't think you'll see much, to be honest with you. But lows will start to get warmer, so we get away from the frost category. The weekend, Sunday or Saturday, more sunshine. Again, I mentioned the more sun into the west compared to the east. That'll help to bump you up into the mid 60s. More clouds Monday, then here comes that rain, more clouds on Sunday. Then here comes that chance of rain late Sunday night into Monday. That'll cool us back down on Monday. We'll kind of stay cooler next week here, but like I said with the Tri-Cities area, watch for some changes in the models here. I think we could see the 30th, the 31st trend up. I would not be surprised if this is too low and it needs to come up a little bit here. I think we could see a bit of a warm up on the way. And in fact, the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for us as we look towards the end of October into early November is still above average. I could see that happening. We could eventually maybe trend a little bit warmer. And keep in mind, the last day of October, our average high is about 58 or 59, maybe 60. So that's, if you're in the upper 50s, that's pretty close to average actually. But it will probably be near to below average. After Monday, I don't see much moisture in our long-term part of the forecast. In fact, I already talked about the moisture, so we're going to skip past those graphics and we'll look at the temperature trends here. And again, we're quite cool today, but we do trend warmer towards the end of this week, at least a little bit warmer. And then as we get into Monday, there's our rain, Monday into Tuesday, and our cooler temperatures, but then look how we trend warmer at the end of next week. That ridge begins to build in, and so we may start to trend a little warmer towards Halloween, and maybe even into early November. We'll see how it goes past that here. Again, here's our warm up these next few days. I think that, again, tomorrow looks great. And then as we get towards Sunday into Monday, we get that cooler weather with that rain, and that may stick around into Tuesday. And then we start to trend a little warmer towards the end of next week here. And again, this is why I looked at GFS. This is why I think Halloween, November 1st, may trend up a little bit and we start to warm up just a little bit in that long-term part of the forecast. So we'll see how things play out. It's a ways out yet, but I'm hopeful that our Halloween should be a good one right now for those trick-or-treaters out there. Again, that's 10, 11 days out yet, so we've got a ways to go yet. But I want to thank you all for watching on this Tuesday morning. I'll be back with you on Wednesday with all the latest. Take care, and God bless. Bye.